So the first steps of getting over the fear of falling backwards and learning the backflip is first falling backwards, as I showed you just now. The second step is to learn how to go backwards, fall backwards, roll backwards without getting injured. So we're gonna do that next. So first we're gonna learn how to do a back roll. Second, we're gonna learn how to do a macaco. Third, we're gonna learn how to do a back handspring. And finally, we're gonna learn a backflip. If you wanna learn backflip, that's the order that I would learn it in, just because it's the most simplest and safest way to learn it. So let's go check it out. First, we're gonna learn how to do the back roll, which is just like that. Contrary to the forward roll, that one allows you to go backwards without any fear. So there's multiple ways to learn this. A couple tips: you don't really want to roll straight back because then it'll be a lot harder. But the best way to learn this is by allowing yourself to learn the Asian squat. If you can do the Asian squat, then sitting down and standing up should be easy for you. If you can do that, then you can do a back roll and then stand back up. Now the back roll, you want to go to the side of the shoulder, left or the right, so that you can roll past your head. If I go straight back, my head becomes in the way when I'm doing a back roll. So try to pull your head to the side, whichever side, and roll over the shoulder. Just like so. And that allows you to learn how to not get scared of going backwards. For me, I never fear hitting my head because I can always roll to the sides. So a really important note, when you're doing the back roll, you want to make sure that you tuck your chin in because that allows you to roll easily. And then again, pulling your hips forward and up allows you to roll faster. So again, rolling back onto one side at a diagonal, it allows me to catch my elbow and roll in different directions, right? So why are we learning the back roll? Well, again, it's to learn how to not be scared of going back, right? So again, I did say there's 3 moves. Technically, there's a half a move you need to learn, which is the back bend. The back bend allows you to get into this. Now the back bend is really important to have that flexibility and also to get over your fear of going backwards as well, because you learn how to go halfway around the backflip basically. Here, straight, next to your ears, hips up, head under, push up, push through. And now that you're here, this is what you're gonna be jumping into when you do the back handspring. After the back roll and you feel comfortable, the macaco allows you to put your hand down and kind of use your arm as a swivel, right? So I'll do it this way, I'll do it a couple ways, but you're gonna be throwing your opposite arm. This is my left arm. I'm gonna throw my right arm up and I'm gonna jump just to the side, so just over here. Cool, I'm like a little Spider-Man. Come back around, it's pretty simple. So again, I'm placing my arm facing the other way, facing that way, and I'm gonna throw my arm up and kind of go at a swivel here and lean into my arm. Boom. Cool, right? And then you go higher and higher by throwing your arm up and jumping with your legs. And that's a macaco. And then once you learn those, you can get into the back handspring, which teaches you how to do the same macaco without putting your hand there. So once you get the back roll and the macaco, you want to learn the back handspring. And the reason you're learning this in this order is because the back handspring teaches you how to jump backwards versus up. Back flip makes you jump up. So the reason I'm saying back handspring makes you jump back is because you're going from this position to this position, which is the macaco, but a back handspring. So if I don't put my hand back, if I don't put my arm back and then try to throw over into the back handspring, I'm gonna keep my arms together and throw them at the same time. Now, what makes it scary is you think you're gonna hit your head, but what's actually gonna happen if you keep your arms throwing it back, keep it straight right here next to your ears, is you're gonna jump straight into your hands naturally. So if I were to, even from this low position, if I were to throw my arms back and jump backwards, pull my head back, it would make me do the back handspring. Pretty cool. So the back handspring is only scary because you're throwing your head back. And that's why you're gonna get really comfortable falling in the last segment onto something soft first, so you know like, okay, this is what's happening with my head. Get into a nice squat throw your arms back. And when you throw your arms up and extend, pushing your hips forward, you just lean back and it would get your arms right next to your ears. So right here, throwing it back, cool, right? And the more you practice that, the more you're able to throw your arms back, and the easier this will be to push off of when you get your arms there. Now that you've learned the back handspring, hopefully, just to watch a bunch of tutorials. I can do a more in-depth tutorial if you would like, leave it in the comments. But I'm gonna take you over there and learn how to use this to do the backflip. Okay, now that you learned how to do the back roll, the macaco, and the back handspring, you can basically move on to using those moves on the mat and onto a mattress, into a foam pit even, and of course onto a crash mat. So the reason I would recommend this like indoors versus outdoors is because the padding allows you to do it multiple times without getting too injured. But if you want to do it outside, you can do it too, just be very safe. So again, get comfortable falling. It looks like it hurts, but as long as you land on your upper back, it shouldn't hurt too bad. And keeping your arms kind of in, just like that. Now you want to be able to jump into that and land with your upper back. So the back roll, we're going to lower our hips and roll back to the side. And then next we're going to try the macaco. So I'm going to put my hand down, throw my arm over, and try to do the back handspring. So I'm going to go down, put my hand down, throw up. Boom. Now that you've done the macaco a couple times, your goal now is to, instead of put your hand down, throw your arm up with your other arm at the same time and pull your head back. Keep your arms straight here next to your ears. Don't move them, keep them locked, and you'll be nice and solid. So again, bend your knees, throw it down, throw it, boom, and you're set. You're gonna get it locked right here. That's why I'm leaving my arms here. You're gonna throw your arms down and back. You're going to bend your knees. You're gonna throw your arms up, pull your head back, get into the back bend by jumping back. Make sure you're jumping back. The more back you are, the easier it is. Just not too far back, of course, but just back. Here, down, go. So once you get really comfortable with that back handspring, now all you gotta do is do the back handspring with your knees tucked. And the way you're gonna do that is by throwing your arms back just like you normally do. And then instead of arching, you just pull your knees to your chest. So I'm gonna be pulling it straight here, pulling it down, throwing it back. And as you saw, my knees are bent. Once you get comfortable with that, you just throw the back handspring and just tuck, grab your knees by pulling your chest up to your chest and then grabbing your knees, right? So I throw my arms up, my chest is gonna come up, and then I'm gonna grab, pull my knees to my chest and grab. And that's gonna allow me to flip. So if I do the same motion as the back handspring and do that, just grab, boom. And the higher up you go, and the more your chest goes up, the better your flip will become. So you throw your arms down and tuck. And that'll basically give you the backflip that you want. So yeah, if you enjoyed that, that's the whole process of learning it indoors especially. If you learn it outdoors, again, same thing, back roll, macaco, back handspring, and then you got the backflip. If you want someone to spot you, I may make a video on how to spot as well and how to do it safely so that you can do it for someone else and for yourself. I don't recommend doing it if you're not trained. But yeah, if you guys like it, leave a like, leave a comment on what you want to learn next. Peace out.